Julio Urías is now available. Please raise your hand if you have any questions. Go ahead, Alanna.
Really strong innings from you today. What do you take out of this outing?
Seis buenas entradas contigo. ¿Qué te tomas de este lanzamiento o este juego?
No, pues la verdad que a pesar del difícil primer inning que tuve, no supimos Will y yo salir adelante en el juego y gracias a Dios que se dio tirar los 6 innings que fue de mucha ayuda para el bullpen.
The first inning was a little bit tough. Will and I eventually got on the same page, started to work a little bit better together, and then we started to get through that, and then it was good to get those 6 innings out of this game.
What did you need to change after that first inning? What did you and Will discuss to have a better outing the second through the 6th?
¿Qué necesitabas de cambiar? ¿Qué hablaron tú y Will para cambiar lo que necesitabas para seguir adelante?
Bueno, atacar y el tempo un poquito, acelerarlo un poquito. Mark también fue lo que me estuvo diciendo durante el inning y la verdad que supimos hacer el ajuste y fue lo que me gustó de la salida de hoy, ¿no? A pesar de que en la primera también batallé, hoy también batallé en el primer inning y supe salir, gracias a Dios, los próximos 5 innings más.
Just to attack, be a little bit more forward, a little bit more aggressive in my approach. Mark and I talked in between innings as well with Will, and we kind of wanted to maintain that aggressiveness, and it's something that I took out of the outing. It's something that I really liked out of this outing more than anything was to maintain that aggressiveness, to maintain that tempo, and it helped me succeed.
Yeah, you mentioned the aggressiveness and the tempo. Earlier today, Mark Pryor said that all he wanted you to do was make sure you compete and give this team a chance to win. Do you get the sense that you did that tonight?
Mark habló esta mañana sobre cómo atacar a los bateadores y cómo seguir adelante y cómo competir. ¿Tú piensas que saliste de eso esta noche?
Sí, la verdad que sí. Estuvimos trabajando mucho en Houston con el bullpen que lancé allá durante los días que tuve de descanso, ¿no? Durante mi rutina. Y la verdad que al final del juego supimos ajustarnos un poquito. Yo pienso que me ha ayudado demasiado de él y seguir trabajando esta rutina estos próximos 4 días y esperar la próxima oportunidad.
Yeah, we were working really hard in Houston. We talked over some of the things that we needed to go over and maintain that aggressiveness and maintain that approach. And it's something that I took over from the bullpen session in Houston to today's game.
Thank you very much.
Siguiente pregunta de Emmanuel Campa. Adelante, Emmanuel.
Hola Julio, muy buenas noches. Oye, preguntarte cómo fue para ti el recuperarte de esa primera entrada, pues muy dura, ¿no? Donde parecía que se te venía el mundo encima y finalmente saliste con 2 ponches. Me imagino que eso te cambió mucho, ¿no? El resto del partido, además de obviamente pues el apoyo ofensivo que tuviste.
Sí, totalmente, ¿no? Gracias al equipo que tenemos, uno como abridor le da tranquilidad y yo supe que fue una carrera, fueron bastantes lanzamientos, simplemente hay que hacer el ajuste y tratar de que te hagan lo menos posible, ¿no? Sabemos que tenemos un tremendo equipo y el line-up que tenemos no está fácil, entonces yo pienso que cuando sales del juego ayudando obviamente al bullpen, yéndote largo con tu salida y obviamente el line-up que tenemos hace su trabajo, entonces obviamente contento por eso, por el triunfo de hoy.
¿Cómo viviste cambiando un poquito de tema, el debut de ayer de Victor González? Sabemos, tú nos habías dicho que además de ser mexicano, que obviamente hay empatía por eso, pues realmente es tu amigo. ¿Cómo viviste eso ayer y qué tanto te motivó hoy ya tener a un compañero mexicano para estar allí en la loma?
No, contentísimo, la verdad que cumplir el sueño, que lo cumpliera él y obviamente estando yo aquí, la verdad que me siento muy contento por él, bien orgulloso por él y por toda su familia. No hay más nada que decirle más que a seguir trabajando y ya llegó. Ahora lo difícil es establecerse, pero pues gracias a Dios que estamos juntos aquí, nos ayudamos, nos hemos ayudado desde ligas menores y eso la verdad me me motiva mucho para seguir trabajando y obviamente seguir ayudando en lo que se pueda, ¿no?
Muchas gracias, Julio. Buenas noches.
Eso es todo, gracias. Thank you.
Gracias, Juan.
Does it screw up your? Yes.
How long have you been?
Dave Roberts now available. First questions from Alanna Rizzo. Go ahead, Alanna.
Dave, Julio Urías battled through some inconsistencies, but was able to really settle down after that first inning. How would you say that he battled tonight?
It was huge. It was a huge outing for us. You know, that first inning just couldn't command the fastball. Slider wasn't there, but found a way to minimize damage. And then after that, he just really settled in and gave us the length we needed. You know, the velocity was there, the slider was back, the changeup was on plate, and it's a really good offensive club over there. And for Julio to, you know, get to the 90 pitch threshold, go through 6 was big.
You mentioned the 6 innings and the bullpen comes in once again to do the job. How much fun has it been to watch these guys, particularly as you get to know Brusdar Graterol a little bit more?
Yeah, you know, it's great. And I think that, you know, when you can tack on some runs and, you know, get Brusdar in there, he was really good. Made a nice play covering first base, and he continues to shine and just showed some athleticism right there. Obviously getting Dennis in there, getting in some work, and then Jake in there. So it was a clean game defensively, got some starters out of the game, so get them off their feet a little bit too.
7 extra base hits tonight, up and down the lineup. How were you guys able to effectively get against not only Weaver, their starter, but their bullpen as well?
Well, Weaver is a lot like Gallen as far as stuff. Really good arm, and for us, fortunately, Eddie, the big hit, the big homer. Matt Beaty followed that up with the homer. Then AJ hit a first pitch breaking ball for homer off their, you know, a guy in the pen. And for us, just keep tacking on. It was big. Mookie's still swinging the bat well. Corey as well. So a night like this where we can kind of, you know, not play a tight game to the end was a good thing for all of us.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question from Jack Harris. Go ahead, Jack.
Hey, Dave, was tonight just an example of the kind of depth you guys have when you can, you know, not have Cody, but then be able to turn to Matt and Edwin, guys who, you know, if it wasn't for a 30-man roster, you know, may or may not have even been on the team right now?
No, absolutely. And I think that it was, you know, I was really making sure, we got to make sure we get Eddie and Matt at bats and start games. And so when they can come out there and still get big hits, it's going to help them throughout the season, and also get guys like Cody off their feet once in a while. And it just speaks to the depth we have, and we got a lot of good players.
How did Cody look in that pregame BP session?
He looked good. Chico was throwing BP, and Cody took some good swings. And I think that, you know, Cody wanted to be in there tonight, but just mentally, I think he was still good. He was kind of really jovial today, all day and throughout the game, so that was good for him.
What are you seeing from Corey Seager right now? I mean, it seems like he's getting the barrel to almost everything he sees, you know, this week.
Obviously, he's healthy. He's seeing the baseball well. He's using the big part of the field, and he's taking strikes or taking balls and swinging at strikes. And Corey, he can run it, count if he needs to. He sees the ball out of the hand really well. But I think a lot of it is he's just really healthy and seeing it really well.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next question from Ken Gurnick. Go ahead, Ken.
Were you just giving Betts and Seager an inning or two off?
Well, Corey yesterday took a foul ball off of his calf and felt really good today, obviously good enough to play. And towards that 5th inning, there was a little cramping. And so after he took that at bat, I wanted to get him off his feet and, reassess for tomorrow's day game. With Mookie, 4 games potentially, including tomorrow on this turf, and just tighten up a little bit with his legs. So I just said, you know what? He said he was fine, want to be in there, but I just felt, get Kike in at bat, get Mookie off his feet as well.
And one other thing, you mentioned depth, and I know the rest of baseball is probably tired of hearing about it, but tonight you get home runs from guys who really don't figure to start, and you got your MVP sitting up in the stands. What's it like to be a manager when you have that kind of depth and you can put up 11 runs like that without having arguably your best hitter?
No, absolutely. I always ask the question, what makes a good manager? Good players. And we have a lot of good players. And I think that, again, just the opportunity for those guys to play, to participate, to contribute was huge. And also for Cody to sit back and cheer on his friends, his teammates, was a good thing. And he's recharged, and we got the big boy going tomorrow. So looking to win a series.
Thanks.
Next question from Pedro Gomez. Go ahead, Pedro. Go ahead.
Sorry, I had to unmute. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Pedro.
Hey, man, how are you? Hey, apologies. I'm sure you already covered this pregame, but I wasn't on it. Can you just let me know, what is it like to have Kershaw back?
Well, I'll tell you tomorrow. No, it's great. I think that he threw a pen Thursday, was really excited about it, felt good. And just knowing he's going to make a start, his debut for 20, I know he's thrilled. The players are excited for him. And we'll sense it more tomorrow morning. There's just a different demeanor in the clubhouse on his pitch day. So I think, we're happy for the Dodgers, but I think a tick more, we're just happy for Clayton because he's worked so hard to get back.
How much will you be monitoring him physically just because it is still relatively early in a 60-game season?
Yeah, we'll have some eyeballs on him. It's his first start. I don't recall how many days it's been since he's really pitched in a game, and I think that last one was the simulated game with the inter-squad game we had. So we'll keep it on him. I don't really know a number right now as far as pitch count, but number one, we've got a fresh bullpen, and I'm just looking forward to making his debut.
Thanks, Dave.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Matt Beaty now available. First question from Alanna Rizzo. Go ahead, Alanna.
Matt, getting a start tonight against the righty in Weaver, what were you able to see in that at-bat to allow you to capitalize on that solo shot?
I was just trying to hit the ball halfway as far as Eddie did a couple of at-bats before. But I was just trying to hit the ball hard, trying to just get a good pitch to hit, and I got it on the first pitch, I guess.
You mentioned Edwin Rios. What a job he's been doing and hit the opportunities that he's been giving. What can you say about just what he's been able to do at the plate, and particularly that beautiful extension to really show the power that he has?
It's impressive. He's worked his tail off, and I think it's shown early in the season so far and in camp. Really playing a really good defense, second really good at bats. and it's really fun to watch. When he locks in, he's as good a hitter as anybody that we can throw up there. So it's really fun to watch when he's going off.
And Dave Roberts just said that it's so important that he get not only yourself, but Edwin Rios, not only at bats off the bench, but starts as well. When you hear your skipper say that, how much confidence does that give in you that, you were legitimately part of this team and you need to get those ABs?
Absolutely. I think that's just one of the things of being the deepest teams, or one of the deepest teams in baseball, is it's a challenge for him to try to get guys as many at bats as possible, but he's doing a really good job of making sure that we get in there, make sure our timing's still there, and getting the reps that we need.
Thank you, Matt.
Yep.
Next question is from Jack Harris. Go ahead, Jack.
Matt, how hard was it to stay locked in over the the first week of the season when you weren't getting a lot of ABs?
I mean, it's tough, but you find ways to hit off the machine. I stood in on Walker's bullpen the other day. You just find ways to keep your timing down and try to be locked into the game and be ready as whenever your name's called.
How fun is it to have a day like today where you and Edwin, just given your guys' own personal history, are able to go back to back like that?
No, it's cool. Like you said, we've been playing together for the past 3, 4, 5 years. And just for us to be able to do that up here and help a LA ball club win the game, it's nice.
Thank you.
Any other questions from Matt? Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
Edwin Rios is now available. First question from Alanna Rizzo. Go ahead, Alanna.
Edwin, you're making this a habit. So many great at-bats that you're taking. How much emphasis have you put on your follow-through and your extension when you're at the plate?
Just a lot. Just a lot of tea during quarantine time. Just trying to, slow the game down a little bit, going back to the basics, and it's working out pretty good. So just gotta keep it going.
After that home run, you have hit 6 home runs in 54 major league at-bats. People are starting to talk about that. How much fun are you having, and how much more pressure is that on you?
Just enjoying it. Like I tell you, Alanna, I'm just controlling what I can control, go out there, have fun, and enjoy every moment.
Jack Harris was just asking Matt Beaty how fun it is to have both of you guys go back-to-back, almost back-to-back with Will Smith in between you as far as home runs. You guys have known each other for a long time. How much fun is it for you in particular to see Matty be able to capitalize as well?
Oh, that's good. He's dying to get out there, and he got the opportunity, and he made something happen, and that's what you're supposed to do when you get it.
Do you miss the high fives in the dugout when you hit the long ball?
Well, I do a lot.
All right, thanks.
Yep. That's it.
Any other question?
Oh, my bad.
Got a question from Jack Harris. Go ahead, Jack.
Hey, Edwin, when you have so many hitters on the roster right now and you have the staggered cage time, I mean, is it difficult to stay locked in when you aren't seeing a lot of ABs early in the year or that first week?
No, I just got to stay ready. While the guys are playing, if I'm not playing, just going in the cage and, seeing some velo off the machine, and just try not to make an excuse out of anything, because once you get out there, you just got to make it happen. You can't feel sorry for yourself.
How aware are you of, when the rosters are going to have to be cut down next week and just sort of, trying to stay on the team as long as possible?
Like I say, just day to day, control what I can.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next question is from Clint Pasillas. Go ahead, Clint.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Hey, Edwin, I was just kind of curious, man. You turned a nice double play there at third. How you feeling getting in your first game action of the year there?
It was fun, just kind of seeing my work, do well, and just being able to make a play in that ground ball, and just working with Dino and Barry Larkin back home. It's very excited I was able to get out there and just make a good play.
You hoping to get in any other spots? Well, I'm guessing just about anywhere you can get in the lineup, you're staying ready, right?
Yeah, like you said, whatever gets me in the lineup and wherever they want me to play, that's what I'll play.
Awesome. Keep killing it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edwin. Thanks, everybody.